Blessings and peace, everyone. I just wanted to jump on here and do this really quick video. Um, I wanted to continue with the segment that if you're dealing with someone who acts like this, or if they have these behaviors, characteristics, qualities, then you're probably dealing with a narcissistic gang stalker. So this is going to be part two, but I'm going to park on this topic. I'm going to park on this one for a minute. Many of you have had to leave town. You've had to pack up, leave your city, leave your town, or even move to a completely different state to get away from these people. How many of you have experienced that? If that has happened to you, then you're probably dealing with a narcissistic gang stalker or a group of narcissistic gang stalkers. And that's what they want. Narcissistic gang stalkers, they want to run you out of town. They want to run you out of town. They they've launched this smear campaign and they've done so much stuff to you, to your family, to your property, uh, you know, to your employment opportunities. They've done so many things to you at church that you were at your wits' end and you figured you came to a point in your life that the only way that I'm going to get some peace is if I move out of this city or move out of this town. And that's something that really just it makes me upset that you didn't cause any of this. The people who are running the smear campaign, and I mean they can run some good smear campaigns. They will be running threads about you, you know, on other social media pages. More specifically, Facebook, or as I like to call it, fake book. Because to be honest with you, that's what happened to me. You know, I happened to stumble on a thread where it was about 80 or 90 people. Some of these people, I looked at their names and their faces. I didn't even know them, if that was their real name and faces. But they had a thread going about me on Facebook. About 80 or 90 of them. Some of them I knew. Some of them were family members. Again, these people can be co-workers, church members, neighborhood friends, high school friends. It was about 80 or 90 people talking a whole lot of stuff about me on one of their threads on Facebook. And then as soon as I found out about it and I said something, it all broke up. Everybody started pulling out of the thread. But this is the things that they will do, you know. And let me tell you something. If you have to leave town or move out of state, then that's what you have to do. But you shouldn't have to pack up and leave in order to get peace, in order to live a normal life. And that's something that I've refused to do. I'm not packing up. I'm not leaving my city. I'm not leaving my town. I'm not leaving my state. They can run all the threads. They have run all the threads they want to run about me. But I refuse to leave because one thing that I figured out is that the people that are talking a lot of stuff about you and running these smear campaigns, dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper. Whatever they're saying about you, when you begin to dig a little deeper, they've done stuff worse than you. Their past and their background is worse than yours. And even if it hasn't come to the light, a lot of these gang stalkers have done some horrible things to people. I mean, horrible, where they should be underneath, you know. They really should. They've done some horrible things to people. But yet and still, they have the nerves to try to talk, run a smear campaign and talk bad about you and scandalize your name, and whatever it is, even if you did it, even if you did whatever they're talking about, let the person without sin throw the first stone. They have no room to talk about nobody. They have no room to scandalize nobody's name. Just because their stuff is not being talked about, they love to talk about other people so you won't find out and focus on the dirt that they're doing. But just because their stuff hasn't come to the light, it doesn't mean that they're walking around and that they're better than you. You see, narcissistic gang stalkers, they want you to despise yourself. They want you to walk around with your head held down. They want you to feel insecure and inferior and just really despise yourself, despise everything about you. Just really feel bad about yourself to the point that, you want to give up, you want to throw in the towel, or you have to move away and feel that you got to get away in order to gain your power back. You got to start all over again somewhere else. It's almost like they want you to go into witness protection, change your name, change everything about you and move somewhere else. Is that making them happier? No, it's not. It's going to give you some peace. But is it going to make them stop? Is it going to make them happier? No. Because narcissistic gang stalkers, they have no peace. They don't know peace. They can't obtain peace. They can't even find peace. It runs from them. And as far as happiness or any joy, they don't have that either. They may fake it for a while, but they don't have happiness. They don't have joy. Because you can't have joy when you're busy ruining someone else's life. And it just really irritates me that they try to ruin people's lives, but their life is not so squeaky clean at all. Their lives are not perfect. Narcissistic gang stalkers can be despicable, treacherous, evil. They're networks of evil people. But yet and still, they try to make somebody else feel low. They try to keep their foot on somebody else's neck in order to make themselves feel better. That's how they gain energy. That's how they gain supply, by making you feel bad about yourself, by making you want to run somewhere and hide. But yet they walk around hidden in plain sight with all kinds of check marks against their name, against their soul. We may not know everything that they do, but God keeps accurate records. He keeps accurate records. And what's done in the dark will come to the light, and God will make it come to the light. And when he comes in, when he starts to expose, there will be no stone left unturned. And so I just wanted to park here for a minute, on the topic of, if you've had to leave town, move out of the city, move to a different state in order to obtain peace, and you've had to start your life all over again, you've probably encountered narcissistic gang stalkers. All right, thank you for watching. Take care.